TIFU by finding my wife attractive, by user that guy's jumper cables. Let my wife sleep in late because that's what we do on Sundays. Went to wake her up the way I usually do by doing a standing hug thing while she regains consciousness. I stood up to let her roll over, then noticed her nightgown was starting to show heavy cleavage. I am a boob man. Butts are nice of course, but boobs are my jam. And my wife appreciates my appreciation, so it's not like I was doing anything abnormal or unwanted. But the exact moment I went in to show my appreciation, she, eyes closed, decided to adjust her head on her pillow. Asterisk head butted her right in her eyebrow. It's about 15 minutes later and there's some noticeable swelling and I feel like a complete fucking asshole. Oddly she still thinks it's her fault because she's a dork, but I know better. We laughed about it when the pain subsided, at least. TLDR, tried to motorboat my wife, head butted her instead. Edit, clarification. Edit 2, to the guy who DM'd me asking if it would be weird to ask how large my wife's chest is, fucking da dumbass, of course that's weird. TIFU by hitting my niece, by user spareplum 4897. My, F18, niece is 3-4 next month so she knows, and she likes to hit, bite, scratch, headbutt, you name it. I've told my sister time and time again you have to get her out of that. When she goes to school, kids will hit her back, maybe even an adult, doesn't make it right, that's why she has to correct it before somebody else does because everybody won't tolerate your child like you do. Anyway, I was sitting on the couch with my sister and my niece was just playing around. In the middle of us talking she literally slapped fire out of me, I'm talking she slapped the fuck out of me. I instantly slapped back, not even hard but just reflex. I said sorry immediately and tried to hug her but she hates me now, my sister acts like she hates me too but I'm like. I know that was fucked up but I honestly did not go out my way to slap my niece like WTF. I'm not excusing what I did but she has to stop hitting people. TLDR slapped my niece back after she slapped the taste out of my mouth and now my family hates me. TIFU asking my husband you wanna wrestle, by user last type 375. Laying in bed with my husband tonight, he's playing a game. I wanted to initiate sex and I thought I came up with a brilliant line, I was so confident this would work. So, I turn to him and say you wanna wrestle? He laughs, I laugh, then he goes back to playing his game. I thought okay he's just going to finish his game, I can wait. I'm thinking he definitely picked up what I was putting down. I waited a while, still nothing. I decide to read my book while I wait, still nothing. I switch to scrolling on my phone, a little less confident, still nothing. At this point it's been about an hour since I used my top tier line. I give a kiss goodnight thinking maybe now he'll make his move, still nothing. So I say there, definitely not sleeping, waiting and hoping. Another hour and a half later and he's finished with his game, he kisses me goodnight and I tell him I love you. So he would know there's still time to wrestle. He says it back but still nothing. Instead, to fall asleep, he puts something on the TV. What is it? Wrestling, of course. That's irony for you. Now I lay awake writing this unsatisfied and disappointed. But I'm not giving up, I'm using this line again until it works. TLDR I asked my husband if he wants to wrestle to initiate sex. Instead, he watches wrestling. Edit to be clear, if I want sex that bad then yes I just say it or make a move. This is basically for shits and giggles to see if it would work, and I will continue to try it until it works. But in the meantime I will be direct when I want it, don't worry. TIFU by flashing a hotel staff member on our girls trip pensive face, by user _zenit. This happened last weekend on a girls trip with 3 of my friends and I just can't get past it. We had booked 2 hotel rooms and at some point, 3 of us were together in one while the 4th in the other. She said she'd join us later, so when we heard a knock on the door, we naturally assumed it was her. In my infinite wisdom, and zero clothes, I strutted to the door stark naked and swung it open like I was in a shampoo commercial. And no, it wasn't my friend but a poor, unsuspecting hotel attendant who had come to politely ask us to pipe down. His soul seemed to have left his body and his face went red. He hurriedly stuttered something about noise, and basically moonwalked out of there without making eye contact. I was also flushed with embarrassment after he'd left, and my friends laughed over it for a while. I still can't look at room service the same. TLDR, TIFU by handing out unsolicited nudity like it was part of the amenities. Oops. Edited, LOL, those who wanted nudity spelt out, it's been updated. It's no biggie really. And can't help laughing at those who referred to me as a bot. TIFU by bringing my new, black, neighbors fruit and flowers, by username21200. My family and I moved into a new house in a predominantly white neighborhood in the southern US. A while after we moved in, the vacant house next door finally got filled by a family. Now, we all have ADHD and just time blindness in general, so 2 months have gone by since they moved in and we just thought to bring over flowers in a fruit tray to welcome them. We all went over to say hi, and noticed the father, the only one to come to the door, was laughing uncomfortably the whole time. A few hours later, I realized today is Juneteenth. The new neighbors are a black family. We are painfully white. There's no way they think we chose this day at random to bring them a fruit platter and flowers. TLDR, my white-ass family likely alienated our black neighbors by choosing Juneteenth to welcome them to the neighborhood.